Howdy dibbity do, people! Welcome back to Let's Play Blood Bowl with me, Verax, and the Rotskins! We skipped a week due to my charity live stream, so it's been 2 weeks since I played. You'll have to give me a little while to get reorientated with the team and indeed where we are with everything. I believe someone leveled up. Effing controller leveled up with block. Now I remember I said I was going to give him something awesome. But I don't remember what it was. Dauntless, probably, maybe. Mighty Blow was probably a good choice, as is Claw. I can't remember what I was going to give him that was like really like going to be great for him. Dauntless probably a very good thing to have against Treeman and other things like that. You know what, I really should look up what I was going to get him. Because, oh no, it was Frenzy! It was Frenzy, I remember, right? I'm going to get him Frenzy for a bit of a laugh. That's right. So, yeah, there we go. No one gave me any really decent alternatives to that. What else have we got? Okay. Yep. I remember. Gix has Wrestle and Shadowing. Bit of a waste. Should have got him Tentacles. Other than that, yep, we're all badasses. Badasses is what we are. Let's check out the matches. So we see we are now against the Wood Elves, the Lightning Leaves. Last time we had a 2-0 victory versus the Skaven Tunnerers. Don't remember anything about that game at all. Not a thing. But, yeah, we're in Group 2, Match Day 2. We're against the Lightning Leaves, which is a very, very rubbish name. Very, you know, they have a high sort of level team. However, only 12 players. Gotta remember that, and armor value is 7 across the board, apart from, of course, this dude, Treeman, who has guard, which I don't think will do him a lot of good because they tend to deploy him on his own. I can push people away from him, so I don't think he's going to have that much of an issue with guard. A couple of catches with dodge and, yeah, dodge and block. Dodge and block, obviously, on 2 war dancers with dodge, not nice. I think our tactic against these guys pretty much is to bash them into oblivion, but they all pretty much have blocks, so that's not going to be all that easy. Let's get in there and see. Alright, we have a little bit of petty cash to spend, so let's get ourselves some Bloodweiser Babes, possibly, yes, and let's get a potion. Potion of... I can't get a potion of agility. What I'm actually thinking, rather than these Bloodweiser Babes, is another reroll, thinking about it. Oh, wait. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that these guys might take a reroll off me. And rerolls are pretty useful, although, you know, still have Bloodweiser Babes. But I'd like the rerolls. He bought himself an extra reroll. Oh no, wait, this is me. Star player. Got a star player. Don't really need those, and load of stuff from equipment. Yeah, plus that's +1 strength. They got a lot of stuff there. +1 movement, +1 strength. Not good, really. Although last time I went into the match not thinking it was very good, and I crushed the Skaven. I remember that. I crushed them. We demolished them, didn't we? Hopefully we'll do that again with the Lightning Leaves. Kind of a similar team to the Skaven in the fact that they're kind of fast and squishy. A little less dodgy, but a little more throwy than the Skaven are the Wood Elves. But, you know, they have a load of dodging players now, so they are going to be pretty goddamn dangerous, I imagine. So we won't... rest on our laurels in this match at all, and we will do our very best to take them out. Now Zoe's going to have trouble here against the Treeman. He will not be able to go toe-to-toe with the Treeman. The Treeman is a lot stronger. Did you really have to get an extra point of strength for the Treeman? Really? I'm almost glad that he's done that, really, because he's, yeah, in the War Dancer as well. You know, the Treeman was pretty strong anyway. So I think that +1 strength could have been useful against other people, really, you know, using it on other people. Anyway, we're going to have our 2 main Pestigors, being Grimmeth and Rabbit Champion, at the back. Rabbit Champion with her tackle is going to be extremely useful. We've also got this block and frenzying dude who can possibly push out there Effing controller along with Pathragas. Oh yes, all of our Nurgle warriors have block. However, what I'm thinking about doing here is put in like maybe Ice Hair and John Zoidberg in the front. I've only got a minute, so I'm going to think about this. And rather maybe having Chris Ware, who only has Mighty Blow, which probably, no, actually that probably will help, but I really want more of these guys around. I just don't want to put too many people in the, who will get squished horribly. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're going to do a different formation rather than that. We'll put these two back in. We'll just put them back here. So basically we've got Duke. Now we'll swap Duke for John Zoidberg, and Mysterian, we'll swap him for Ice Hair. So we'll take two of our most valuable rotters out of the lineup. All of our Nurgle warriors now have block, I think. Yes, and Wisner has Mighty Blow. We're going to put them sort of in this kind of a arrangement. Which I think is pretty good defensively, and we got more strength than them basically. Got to remember that. We got more strength than them. They get the kickoff. Well, we get the kickoff, they get the first drive. It's a high kick. I learned that this is a drive now. That's an American football term that I didn't know. It's one that I've never used before, but oh, that was really stupid. Now, I have been playing a hell of a lot of multiplayer matches lately. And there's a star player with, he doesn't have block. He's got catch, pass block, nerves of steel, hypnotic gaze, but he does not have block. So I think we're going to blitz him, honestly. Going to try and keep our shape here. This lineman got himself stunned, so we don't have to worry about him for a turn. The treeman is way over there. So we can put Ice Hair against him and forget about him pretty much. Yeah, see if we can get Zoe into a better position. Maybe, yeah, maybe John Zoidberg can block him or push him out the way maybe, and I can move Zoe up here against these War Dancers maybe, but for now, actually no, that's probably a good place to start, because I want to keep my shape here. So let's see if we can just get Zoe up there in their faces. A push is fine. We shall push him there. You got Fend. That's not entirely bad. So I don't need Zoe to actually be moving around that much. I just need him to be there. Alright, nice. Now, they're probably going to come down this side, so I'm going to leave this as it is. Despite my frenzy, I'll let him sort of move in. In fact, what I'll probably do is move you back a square. And put Ratbird Champion in here as well. Alright, we're going to blitz him with a Rohan. He does have, he's only got armor value 3 as well. Sorry, strength 3. So maybe I'll actually have... No. Winston has block. We'll try this. We'll keep our tackle zones here. He has dodge, sadly. We're not going to re-roll that. We're just going to push him there. Let's keep the pressure on a little bit. We'll move Zhao up to like here maybe. I'll keep Chris back. Keep him there. And we'll move Grimmeth in here. Other than that, I don't think I'm doing an awful lot. I think that's fine. We'll wait for the AI to screw up a little bit more by doing stuff like this. Okay. The lack of block for Chris Ware certainly had a effect there. He's going to go for a long throw, but he has left Rohan here, who can sort of get next to him, and he does have disturbing presence, which does affect blocking. Passing. Yes, passing. Look at this, though. Straight through my defense. Treeman took root, but did knock Ice Hair out. But that's why I put him there, basically. The Beast of Nurgle shall be pushed back. Thank you, Mr. War Dancer. Oh, he's going to follow up. Alright, then. He's really going for a long throw here. I need to stop this, basically. Not going to reach him, though. Not even with, like, a go for it. I can't blitz him. Shame. Well, I mean, all we can do is... We can't take all these guys out. We can just cover them as good as we can possibly do. So let's get John Zoidberg back here. I might actually... These only have 2 strength, so, you know... But I'll probably, they both have dodge, no doubt. Yeah, dodge and dodge. So Ratbird Champion's probably going to blitz this guy. 3 catches, not good, you know? And we'll get the other guys back as much as we can. So we'll do this. We'll do this as well. We'll stand Chris Ware up. I'm probably going to move Rohan in this direction, just in case he fumbles it or whatnot, you know? Give him something to think about. We'll have Zoe sort of take on this War Dancer as well. Back up Chris Ware. Grimmeth can pretty much stay around here as like an opportunist character. This Truman's pretty much out of it now. Don't think these linemen are going to do a whole lot. This blitz is on for Ratbird Champion. We're going to move possibly effing controller, say up here. He's not moving like near the edge, which displeases me honestly. And we'll move Chris Pathragas here, and yeah, we're going to do this. See if we can take this guy out. And we don't. I may well re-roll that. You can always pass to another one. But this lineman's going to stand up as well, so I am going to re-roll it. Probably be able to do that. Yeah, we got that. Zoe's helping him out. Grimmeth, yeah, I think we can move you sort of up here a little bit. I do have cover. I have one person, one player for every player of theirs, but there is going to be a pass probably next turn, and they're probably going to score, honestly. That's not going to happen. It does make unnecessary dodge rolls, though. Here comes the thrower. Yeah, right. Well, we have to have Winston. Perfect launch. Didn't. Oh, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. That's pretty unbelievable, honestly. Pretty unbelievable he didn't catch that. So, that was lucky. Essentially, that was lucky. Pretty much need Chris Ware to get the ball now. He's the only person with any real chance of getting the ball. Which means I need to blitz this star player out the way. With Zhao. It's 2 dice. Let's assume failure though. Let's move Rohan next to this thrower. Still, this is nice. Got this flank covered. Not a whole lot else we can do really apart from this. I only need a push. That's what I get. I get that. Very nice. And you can stay there actually. Now we're going to see if we can pick up the ball. If we have the ball, they can't score. I really need the ball, Chris. Thank you. Would love to get him next to Zoe there. That's a go for it roll, which I don't like. Zoe does have guard. It's a 1 in 6 chance. I can always bring Grimmeth back to help him out. I can move him back to here, actually. We'll get Grimmeth back here and hopefully form a pseudo cage. Stop these guys from moving, or at least from, you know, make them do a dodge roll. And see if I can block these catches. Good. It's another stun. Really? Ratbird? Really? Now a 2 dice block with block is pretty, you know, pretty safe. So, you know, you could have assumed that wouldn't, you know, 1 in 32 chance of rolling that 2 skulls. So, you know, we can put that down to bad luck, really. This War Dancer's going to block, which isn't a surprise. And he doesn't have block, but he still manages to keep the ball. He's not a very strong ball carrier, isn't Chris Ware, because he only has Mighty Blow, which was a mistake on my part. However, I think we can start breaking away now. We got a nice block here. We will do, at least, when I get rid of this War Dancer. For some reason, is it 2? Oh, he's got strength 4. May as well just go for a dodge here. You know, it's a 1 in 4. Now let's see if we can. That's only a 1 dice, and he does have dodge and block. Now a 1 dice dodge and block will need basically a 6 to, well, a 5 or a 6 if I want to push him, which I do. But this is a 4+. I could even hand it off, but that's crazy talk. That really is crazy talk. I'm just thinking about how to proceed after that, but I'm going to go for it. Well done. We do have this back up here in Rohan, so you can go there. Maybe Chris Ware will get the ball, and you know we can get him towards, get a touchdown, get him towards his first level up. Now, there's little point in doing a blitz here because of this. Good old frenzy. Oh, that didn't work. But that did. Yay! Yay for frenzy. Got to be careful with frenzy though. I realise I got to be careful with frenzy. I am sort of used to. Yeah, star player. Get off the pitch. Used to players with frenzy. I have played frenzied with frenzied teams before. Norse, in particular, you know. So yeah. We'll do that, and maybe no, didn't think so. That's fine. I haven't done a blitz, have I? But I'll get over it. It'll be fine. I think we're good. I'm just gonna go with that. I know he's gonna have to. You know, I know he's gonna blitz with this war dancer again. But it'll be hard for him to get another player up there. It's more dice he's rolling. Yeah, he's just going for it. He's not even blitzing. He's just getting a tackle zone in there. There we go. Thank you, Zoe. So all we need to do is do another dodge, and we have scored a touchdown, except that makes it... No. Alright, so what we've got to... Okay, he's really pulling his players back now. I only have one. He doesn't have any rerolls left, though. I'm going to choose that one. I don't even know where that was. That was here. Okay, why I would try that, I have no idea. There's two players in there, you know. Thing is with the Wood Elves is they do put so many players behind your lines that yes, it's a big problem if they do a throw, but if you're a bashy team, you can, well, essentially, hopefully, take him out, you know, a little easier. But the thing is, this hasn't really happened. This guy does have strength 4. There's a, you know, I got a nice block on this star player, but other than that, there's not a whole lot I can do here. Grimmeth will have to make a dodge, which he can do, although he doesn't have to make a dodge at all. Telling a lie. Dodge and wrestle here. There's no real point making blitzes though, when all I've got to do is a dodge to score a touchdown, which I can re-roll with that re-roll. But let's just assume that's going to fail. So I'm probably not going to roll any dice before I do that dodge. I'm going to get players up here though. Yeah, let's cover him with Ratbird. Not going to do much about him. I can't get anyone near him anyway. We'll have Zoe. Yeah, not great. I'll have Zoe there. Except that's Pathogas. Zoe's there. Winston can sort of watch this flank. And you can stay there, John Zoidberg, and watch him. Alright then. So let's just see if we can score a touchdown, basically. We do. Marvellous. Simple as that. So, that was positive. We haven't battered them as much as I expected, but it was them failing that throw that was the key there. You know, they didn't get that catch, which is really surprising. I think we're going to go pretty much with the same formation, except probably play a little deeper and let them come to us. Maybe not that deep though. Something like that. Maybe like that. It's reasonably good. They can just dart through the middle there though, and they do like dodging, so there we go. Something like that. We'll see how that goes, pretty much. Our bird kicks it. Looks like a good kick. Another high kick though. Straight to the thrower, who has nerves of steel and everything, and manages to pick it up. No problem at all. Okay. Foul appearance! Wow. That's really nice. It's one of the skills you may well overlook, and the star player falls on his face. Or on his ass. I don't know, neither are good, really. And we can't, well, we could potentially get a blitz on that throw, which would be really nice. We do have a reroll. Let's push up this side, shall we? It's not really going to get us anywhere, honestly, doing this, but it's getting the ball off them, which is good. Grimmeth does have dodge, but he's not that dodgy. Let's actually, thinking about it. I don't like this guy. I wouldn't mind another rotter around to put near him. I think I'll put Grimmeth sort of here. I'll have Ratbird champion watch the star player. She does have tackle, so that makes him a little less effective. Other than that, we'll move up here and see if we can get some nice blocks. Yeah, we'll do this. Because he will not be wanting to block me. He'll want to dodge away from that, so we're going to make him do that, pretty much. Let's see if we can make this happen, Chris Ware. Let's see if we can make this happen. Go for it. Oh, dump off. You do get star player points for dump off, which is really nice. You know, I mean, that's a really nice. Going for it. I rolled a 1. Do I want to re-roll it? He is covering there, and it's turn 6. I do. He doesn't even. I could have them both down again. He is covering that. Let's just move you there next to the ball carrier. Make you do a dodge or a block, and let's see if we can block this guy. No. Push you there, though. Into the mire. Nope. Not worth it. And Zoe, you're in trouble. You are in trouble, Zoe, from that treeman. Zoe is designed to tie players down, but that treeman doesn't tend to move a whole lot anyway. A good thing is that the catcher has the ball, and not a thrower. And for some reason... Oh, yes, tried to... block Chris Ware, who smacks him, and he's just batters him basically. Now the catcher has dodge and block. Yep, brilliant. The reason I'm thinking about not picking Chris up here is that I can blitz him into here, possibly just completely. If I have the movement, which I potentially do, I could just completely cave him in there. You know, it's probably not going to last though. Equally, I could blitz initially and then have Chris pick up the ball. We're looking pretty good down here. I think I'm going to move Ratbird after him. I mean that's an issue as well, but I'd rather get the ball. I mean, that's a temptation. I would really rather get the ball. I am going to move Ratbird down here to cover this star player. See if I can blitz this catcher. I only push. Well, I don't have a choice. I am going to follow up. That means, Chris, you can get up and kind of go there. Put this catcher under a lot of pressure. And let's see if we can do something here. 2 dice block on this War Dancer. Knocks him down. Very good. That's a stun. And we can get another player, Grimmeth, to... yeah. I don't want him just dodging straight down here, so we are going to stop that. I'm going to put him there. Alright, so have fun with that. It's not really blocking here. He's got Fend, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Let's use these. He's got dodge. I do have a strength bonus. I can't frenzy him off, sadly. I can just push him up the pitch, which is equally as nice. Get him in the corner. And yeah, here we won't really have anything at all. So we'll just stop that, and I doubt he'll be coming through the middle anyway. Yep. Our little trap kind of worked pretty well there. Now, can I get a touchdown, basically? Potentially, yes. And I see no reason to try anything else, you know? Get another. If Chris Ware picks up the ball and makes a go for it, he's scored. Let's see if that happens. He does! Excellent! Wow, 2 touchdowns for Chris Ware. We're at 2-0 up, which is a bit of a record. Pretty surprising, because, you know, we're not really, like, battering them. They have no players out. They only have 12 players on their team, and as I said initially, if I take a few of them out, then suddenly they're down to 10, 9, 8 players on the pitch. That hasn't happened. So, we're actually outplaying them at the ball game, which is kind of wow, honestly. Now, I don't really want Ratbird to have the ball. He's a good player to have the ball. Very hard to knock down. Chris Ware, what's his name? F1 Controller, not a good player to have the ball. And Chris Ware is, for some reason, off the pitch now, because I guess the computer's like, no, he scored 2 touchdowns, that's it. So thank you for that. So Duke, I want Duke on the pitch really, but we got John Zoidberg there, and we got Gix. I guess shadowing and wrestle does work against the treatment, especially wrestle. So we'll have that. I kind of want you there though, Zoe. I don't want you against the treatment because you are useless against him. Let's put you on the other side. In fact, what we can really do is just completely ignore the treatment entirely. Let's put Duke there then instead of Gix. Mysterian, I think we're going to lay off the passing game for this match because they do cover so much. Get the ref, we get a bribe. Oh, well, give it to Ratbird then, please. No, give it to Grimmeth. Sorry, Grimmeth. Oh wait, no, it's my half. I thought it had bounced off. Oh well, I really want Grimmeth to have the ball, you know. I guess having controller could have it potentially, but it's kind of, you know, awkward that he has frenzy. But yeah, well, we are going to push down this side anyway. That kind of makes sense now. He's got a catcher in the ways. Wardan's certainly star player over here. So if we tie them up, if I manage to block this lineman and move Zoe here, that's a big problem because that sort of blocked half of his team off from the ball. I'll put our players around the ball before I try and pick it up. Yes, this is nice actually. Can always try and pick it up next time. I'll try and do a, you know, frenzy him like towards there. Okay, so we'll put you here, Zhao. We'll just surround the ball effectively. Hope they don't get it. This is pretty safe. I do have block as well. So let's just push him towards the edge. Well. Still pretty safe. And then we'll put Zoe here. Now we got it covered by 3 players there. 3 players. We can have Winston against the star player with his threatening mighty blow. Like I say, if we get rid of this lineman, which I only managed to push, I really would have liked something more than that. Maybe I can work with this though. If you manage to just waddle up there. Ah, you bastard. Well, no, because it'll probably fail anyway. We'll substitute Chris Ware in there then. You can give them another headache. Can't really stop this war dance from getting there because that is not going to happen for Bathogas. So we'll just move him sort of like up here. Maybe actually we'll get him working along here. And I do have block. 2 dice block. Yeah, got nothing for that, but lost nothing either. So everything went right there, apart from the Beast of Nurgle going stupid. Ow. Treatment didn't take root. Now let's see if they get the ball. I'm kind of gutted if they do, to be honest. But I really would like Grimmeth to have it. He's kind of getting preoccupied with other things now. He's going for it. No. Oh dear. Poor Effing Control is in the middle there. War Dancer's going for it. No. Okay then, this has suddenly got rather interesting. Suddenly wouldn't mind steering in there to just pick it up and move it up here. Alright, so he didn't go for the ball either. Now Grimmeth has got a pretty nice block on this guy. As indeed does Duke. And Ratbird Champion is there with tackle. But she could easily just blitz him. Let's go with this. I only need a push to get rid of him. I get that. Can you go over there, please? Thanks very much. Which means, of course, Grimace can't pick up the ball. But Duke could have the ball. I don't mind Duke having the ball. Let's see if we can get rid of that stupid elf. We do. And I do want to follow up. Alright, Duke. Pick up the ball. 2+. No worries. Now what? I don't know. I don't know. It would be great if we had someone over here to pass it to. But we don't. There's kind of a treeman in the way. There is kind of a treeman in the way. We're going to leave it there for now. We're in a quite strong position. Got another little block on this catcher, which means I can push a lot of his players out the way. I'm not going to move up though, because he's guarding this flank. So we're doing all right here. Doing okay. Now the Beast of Nurgle, I would really like you to get in there and do something. So, really. But you can't really, can you? You have very little movement, and there's a bloody treeman in the way. And I don't want to put you next to the treeman, because that makes you, you know, he'll just batter you. Because he's a nasty pasty. Alright, Pathragas, and cover that star player. Don't want to move John Zyberg until I've moved you, so I guess I'm just going to move you next to this thrower. And that doesn't mean at least that you're actually there and doing something. John Zyberg can probably run back down here. There's a little bit of backup just in case. Chris Ware can come up here, cover that catcher. And Winston, you can wander up here. Right then. I got a couple more maybe. Run against this thrower. I have block, he doesn't. Still haven't like gone against his armor value at all. Let's move that war dancer a little bit further away. We don't like him. Actually, all I've done there is, well, I tell you what, we'll. Oh, I forgot he had frenzy. Doesn't matter. Frenzy's awesome. And I've injured him. I have injured him. He's badly hurt. All that happened though is that Pathogas is now. Sorry, effing controller is now next to the treeman. That is not good for effing controller. That is one of the dangers of frenzy. Oh, hello. Dodging, bloody dodging, dodger. And, oh, you had strip ball. Now that was a hell of a lot of dodge rolls, to be fair. I forced him to make one hell of a lot of dodge rolls there, and he did it. And fair enough. Gonna keep Duke down there just in case I manage to, you know, he can probably pick that ball up. He's still a 4+. I can get rid of the star player on a push, and then it'll be a 3+, possibly. I'm not quite sure how this kind of thing works. I can get John Zoidberg here to help against this war dancer. But let's see if we can just get rid of the star player first. He's got dodge, but it doesn't matter because I can push him there. Ah! Now it's a 3+, which is nice. Might try that now. Getting the ball is pretty important. It's only still a 1 dice. Unless I blitz, of course, with Grimmeth. No, let's get the ball, Duke. Yes, please get the ball. It's reasonably important you get the ball. Ah, and then suddenly, of course, he can help with the block here, so that kind of works. It's a push, that's all I need. Get him away from the ball. Get him away from the bloody ball. Thank you. That's only a 1 dice. That's a 1 dice. I accept it will take me away from him. If it's a push, I can't make it a 2 dice block, sadly. I really don't want effing controller near him though. It does have frenzy, so I can push him here and here. Let's try that. I know it's kind of risky, but effectively I gave him 2 1 dice blocks here, but lucky basically. That was lucky. Okay. Pathragas. Don't really need you next to him. We'll put you there. Winston against a tree man. I don't really like. But champion against a tree man I like even less. I'm going to take his players out like we sort of initially wanted. Not happening though. Not happening. Do have Mighty Blow. Nope. Still kind of ineffectual. Treeman's been a big headache. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's him. Dump off Nerves of Steel and pass. Well, I should have known that was going to happen. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I should have moved you up. That was an error. That was rolling too many dice. Schoolboy error on my part. Let's just have Winston down here. Oh well. Ratbird hasn't done anything. Let's move you there. Ball carrier is reasonably safe. No, I thought that last time as well, and then he pulled off a million dodges. But they're Wood Elves. That's what they do. They dodge. Yeah, and he gets to move there because I tried to block with him. Actually forgot about the really stupid there. And one too many dodges. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to score here, you know. I mean, it's got into a bit of a mire. It's going to have to be like maybe a handoff and a dodge or something. If I hand it off to Grimmeth, if I get rid of this lineman, hand it off to Grimmeth, and then Grimmeth sort of runs out here. The thing is, you can't really outpace the Wood Elf team either. I've got them kind of bogged down here. This is, you know, advantageous to me, because eventually I think I am going to win out with this. I think, honestly, I'm going to take out your star player. And then worry about the ball. I mean, that's a gift. I'm not going to, you know, pass that up. You can stay on the pitch, thanks. Move there. Now I get a decent block against that lineman. With Grimmeth. Who I would, you know, ideally like to have the ball. And I'm going to do that because if I push with effing controller, yes, it's frenzied and everything, but I could just push him sort of in the way of my intended route. Whereas this way, okay, I'll knock him down anyway. And injured! Finally we get an injury. Good. Grimmeth injured him. I think it's a badly hurt. We are whittling down their players. Yep, no long-term effect. And Bradford champion gets a nice little block on him. Could run up there now, but it's too early. We don't have enough cover up here. Now the thing is, I could get Winston next to Zoe to make him move, but yeah, that puts him next to the treatment. I could have him go for it once to avoid that. Could well be worth it. Get Zoe back into the game. I think I'm gonna do this. This is happening. Go, Duke, go! Because I can back him up with this. And I got a block here on this catcher. I just push him a little bit. No, well, it's not really that close. It's fine. It's okay. But now if I get Zoe in here, it's going to be a big headache for him. So I am going to make this go for it roll. I hate going for it. Thank you. Now I got a bunch of players down here. I don't do anything, which is kind of nice. So Evan controller, you can be there. And then we'll get John Zoidberg sort of in the mire as well. And I think that'll about do. I probably get a nice block on him, but I might just push him up. And the catcher's, you know, he's only got strength 2, and he's got dodge and block. But, you know, it's quite hard to knock him down. I'm going to leave it. Let you do all your dodging and stuff, and hopefully screw up. Let's see what he does. Treeman moves. Oh dear. It's just a move though, but it will offer him some guarding opportunities. His catcher runs away. He's... Oh, that's a shame for you. Foul appearance comes to my aid again. And indeed does tentacles. And indeed does a failed dodge away from the ball carrier. You know what I'm thinking here, don't you? I'm thinking that we could get Chris Ware leveled up this match with 3 touchdowns. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We have the turns. We have them, like, you know, sorted pretty much. I'm not going to go for a pass. I'm going to go for a handoff. Next turn, we're going to try and hand that off. We're going to bring Winston Biggleswade into where he's useful. And, yeah, we got them. We got them. There's no way that they're going to get up there. No way. Who is this? Effing controller. Let's try this, effing controller. Okay, good. Let's move you. 3 dice block is very nice. Let's put the catcher down here. Do I want to move up? I don't think so. I think I'm good. And Zoe, again, I don't think I'm going to risk moving you at all. We'll create some tackle zones up here. Just to be sure. I think we got this. I think we have got this. Is this a blitz? Let's blitz this thrower. Now for blood now. Nice. We got some. That is a... Oh! 1 point movement allowance lost and an injury for Pothergas. Oh, 1 point away from leveling up. Very nice. John Zoidberg's next to the Shreeman, as indeed is Zoe. Can't do a lot about that. Grimmeth can move. Move up there, Grimmeth. Grimmeth again is close to leveling up, but I think Chris Ware will try and get leveled so that we can get him block. So, you know, block and mighty blow go well together. And he'll be more, you know, suitable. Tentacles, again, doing their job. And indeed, the dodging not doing its job, which works well for me. Now, I do have a reroll for this, so I don't think it's overconfident to try and do this. And it works better for the team. Please. Thank you very much. Right, that's a hat trick for Chris Ware. Who would have thought it? Congratulations, Chris. 3 touchdowns in 1 match, which, well, for our entire team to score 3 touchdowns in 1 match is pretty much unheard of. And yeah, we're starting to tell on them now. In terms of injuries and such. But for 1 player, that's impressive. That's impressive. Strange, I thought he would have less players than this on the pitch. But it seems a bunch of them woke up. Yeah, so that's fair enough. We are kicking off. I think that's fine. We're happy with that formation. He always seems to go down this side though, and I think Chris Ware's had a good match now. I think we can put John Zoidberg on. You know, we'll you know, Chris Ware can sort of, we'll leave that for now. And I'm happy with this setup here, actually. I think this is quite nice. Actually, no, we'll set it back to here. We'll set it back to this, thinking about it, because we are on the defense now. Boom! High kick. No, quick snap. The offense set the drive, so all players in the receiving team are allowed to move 1 square. Which he doesn't do. That's fair enough. He's got enough movement anyway. Tentacles! Oh, if only I'd given Gix tentacles. Ah, you live and learn. So neither team has any rerolls. I am up by 3. This is a victory. Star player running into the middle there. Big target. Big bullseye on his face. Tentacles doing the thing again. And yeah, doing a bit too much in the dodging roll there. Okay, here we go. We got two turns left. Let's try and keep it a clean sheet, guys. Let's try and keep this a clean sheet. Nice 2-0 victory. This guy's going to get up. He's going to be a pain. Effing controller is there. Redbird taking him out with his dodge. But yeah, what we're going to do is sort of move you down here. I'd like to be a bit more proactive and sort of get in their faces a bit, but they've all moved away from me. which I'm sure is exactly what he wanted. Kind of hold position for now. Get rid of this star player. No, just knock him down. That's fair enough. Stay there. We'll move Grimace sort of this side because it's a bit more useful over here. And yeah, let's just shore this gap up with Nurgle Warriors. Now I'm pretty sure... No, he won't be able to move his Tree Man because Mysterian's doing his thing there. Why I put Mysterian there, I don't know, because I didn't want Mysterian there at all. He's probably the worst player I could imagine to be there. So thanks, game. You know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for this. Well done, Zoe. You're 1 point of leveling up. Do you get an injury? No. But yeah, 1 point from leveling up, and not happy about this. I'm not happy about this game. Stop altering my bloody setup. I'm going to leave this as it is. Second last game. Second last go. Fend. Oh, but someone got injured. Who got injured? 1 point in agility loss for Duke. That is really, really bad. That is broken neck and damaged back. Let's see if we can get that back again. Niggling injury and a -1 to agility for Duke. Well, Rotters are, you know, oh, he's throwing all the way over to there. Makes it. Yeah, broken neck. Yeah, you deserved that. Broke Duke's neck. He is -1 agility, which means, and I think he's also like, and the damage back means that he's +1 to all injury rolls from now on, which is pretty bad for a Rotter. But yeah, agility 2, meaning basically this extra arms makes him, so it sort of evens it up, pretty much. So he's sort of back to being a normal Rotter. This extra arms has compensated for his loss of 1 agility, but it doesn't make him any better at handling the ball like he has been, which is a shame. But I think he's got a lot of use out of that. I think we're going to go with that, you know. And he's got block and fend, so he's basically just a blocker again, which is sort of what he did here. I think we're going to be seeing a little bit less of Duke in the whole ball handling thing. Anyway, yeah, sort of aspect of the game. Now then, moving on. I think we're going to have Grimace pick up the ball here. I think that's a pretty safe bet to try and do. Surrounded, of course, before we do that, so that no other dastardly player can get it if he manages to fail at this. Which, to be fair, is entirely possible. And then we'll go for a blitz, probably on that thrower, just for a bit of a laugh. Let's see if we can pick it up. I might actually do a... I was thinking about doing a throw to get a star player point, but... who to? You know, I can't really move anywhere to pass it that far. I could try and pass it to Winston. That's only dropping the ball again. No, we're going to move here, and I think that's quite good for our last turn. And we're going to do a little blitz on this guy. Typical. Fair. Oh well, what can you do? So, a 3-0 victory, because they are not going to score from this. Not going to score. They'll need to get a defender. Yeah, he's down. That's it. Done. So, a 3-0 victory. All scored by one player, an emerging star called Chris Ware. Congratulations to him. Duke, on the other hand, has, well, agility 2, but he does have the extra arm to give him... We won't reroll that, thanks very much. We want, you know, 17 or 20, very nice. Yeah, he has the extra arm to give him the extra +1 on ball handling skills. So we're picking up passing and, no, not passing, but picking up, I think, intercepting and something else. Catching, maybe. He'll just be counted as agility 3 rather than agility 4. So it could be worse. Could have happened to a worse player, to be fair. Let's have a look at our player statistics. So most valuable player was achieved by Rohan. Congratulations to, I don't know about you. Rohan. So you're almost leveled up, actually. In fact, you. Why does it say level? Yeah. You are. You will be. You level up pretty soon, because I think that means. Yeah, you'll level up in 5 more. And their MVP was a lineman called Lothnor, who got 0 for everything, whereas you got 1 tackle. So, you know. But anyway, that makes more sense. Anyway, touchdowns all by Chris Ware. Congratulations to him. No passes, no recoveries, no interceptions. No one died, thankfully. Oh, well, no one got killed. But yeah, a lot of running, mostly by Chris Ware, a little bit by Duke. Again, probably going to see a little bit less of that, using more of a defensive. We did plenty of tackles, blocks on them. And anyway, to see the interceptions sustaining the tackles that I could have a look at. They'll be there somewhere. Maybe not. Anyway, so yeah, we have a level up in the in Chris Ware. There's the replay. There's the replay. We started hitting them pretty hard, and then they got us right at the end as well. Let's do a level up here. Unless it's something spectacular, it will be block. Also, oh wow, Duke. I mean, damage back, smash knee, and broken neck. I mean, these two +1 to any agility. I'm surprised you even survived that last one, but now you've got a damage back as well. Any future injuries for Duke will probably result in his death, to be honest. +2 in any injury rolls from now on. Level up Chris Ware. It's just a regular one. We're going to go with block. Block and mighty blow for you. Congratulations. Just kind of curious about the season stats, just to see who has the most touchdowns. Chris Ware is suddenly... Really? Oh, wait a minute. Career stats. That's what I was looking at. Grimmeth has 8. Rapper Champion 3. Duke 4. Chris Ware 4. 3. You know, as you'd expect. And there we are. So that be it for this episode. Let's play Blood Bowl with me, Varix. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was an entertaining match, and we crushed them, basically. Shame about the little thing at the end with Duke getting a broken neck, but you know, he has the skill to you know, survive that. He just won't be doing any dodging from now on. We will save without quitting, even though I'm going to quit just after I stop recording. And thank you very much for watching. See you next week for more Blood Bowl with the Rotskins, where we will meet the undead. The undead are next. So that should be awesome. Alright, see you then. Toodaloo.